I want to tell you all that I have been to a lot of ribbon cutting ceremonies, but this is the very best one ever. I ran into Terry Smith Robillard. Terry, stand up for a second because I'm going to tell your story. I just ran into Terry on the way in and she said to me, "Mayor, just look at this place. I'll bet you're glad all of us gave you so much hell to get this thing done." Yes, we are really proud of it, and we're going to hear a lot of good celebration this morning. But before we all really get started, I want to recognize and thank some folks who are very special and with us today. First, our Senior Center participants. All of you, wave your hands in the air because this place is for you. Along with our former Commissioner of Social Services, Beth Mills, you all kept beating the drum. You all kept beating the drum for this new facility. Next, our council members, who have been enthusiastic supporters of this project and the park improvements from the very start. And here today are Bill Farmer, Kevin Stinnett, Fred Brown, James Brown, Richard Maloney, Susan Lamb, Peggy Henson, Jennifer Scutchfield, Russ Hensley, and Siobhan Akers. Let's give them a hand, you all. Representative George Brown is with us today. George, thank you for joining us. Now, we've got a lot of folks to recognize, so y'all just stay with me. Next, the members, current and past members of our city's Senior Services Commission. Chair Gail Reese and former Vice Mayor Linda Gorton. Let's give them a hand. Where is Linda? Here's Linda right here. The commission started this ball rolling. Members and former members of the commission, all of you, please stand up so we can see you and acknowledge you. All the members of the commission, stand up. Thank you all. Representatives of the Bluegrass Area Agency on Aging, Mary Crowley-Schmidt, Celeste Collins, Lydia Jacobs, thank you for your support. And Marie Bradshaw, there we go, yes. And Marie Bradshaw and members of the Idle Hour Neighborhood Association, thank you. There we go. We also, of course, want to thank representatives of Southland Christian, which has been very supportive. Senior Pastor John Weiss, Director of Operations Kurt Braun, and Campus Operations Director Jim Cox. Let's give them a hand, you all. Our architect, EOP, led by Project Manager Harding Dowell, and our general contractor, Josh Marilla, and consultant for senior design, John Catlin. Let's give them a hand. You see what we're doing today? We are really crowding the winner's circle, you all. So finally, our city staff. First, Sally Hamilton, our Chief Administrative Officer. Woo-hoo, Sally. Where is Sally? Where is Sally? I've got a lot of nice things to say. Now, here she is right over here. Sally has a lot of projects and a lot of top priorities. But I think you all should know that this has been her number one, and you can see her attention to detail and her emphasis on quality throughout this building. Let's give Sally a huge thanks. In social services, Commissioner Chris Ford Aging and Disability Services Director, Christy Stambaugh. Center Director, yes, Christy. Center Director, Sean Wright. And there we go, Sean. Where's Sean? Sean's right over here. And there we go. And Recreation Manager, Martha Duncan. There we go. In General Services, Commissioner Jeff Reed and Joyce Thomas and Jamshid Baradaran, our go-to folks on this project. And Parks Director Monica Conrad. Parks has done a wonderful job reinventing Idlehour Park. Let's give them a hand. Thanks, everyone. You know, this center is a big step forward for our city. Lexington seniors are just going to love this place. It's 33,000 square feet devoted to their interests, to their needs, and their priorities. And outside, there's a park with something for everyone. And we are going to hear more about the park right now from Councilmember Bill Farmer, his district. Councilmember Bill Farmer.
Thank you, Mayor. You're very kind. You're very kind. Good morning, everyone. I'm so glad to see everyone here except the fire marshal. It is indeed a proud day for the city of Lexington and for our continued and now upgraded commitment to our senior community. This is a dream come true for many, many people. Having grown up here, I can tell you that driving out Richmond Road, when I couldn't drive, you would look over this way and, you know, you might say it was a refuge area, or you might say it was a bioswale. It was a swamp. It had two of those big erector set looking transmission line towers in it, and it was nothing. And then it became Lexington Mall. And I have a lot of cherished memories there. Many of us in this room do. And as change happens in the jobs that the mayor and the council, all of us have, we try to manage that change and make it the best for Lexington. This is one of those occasions. The council wanted to find a special place for this center, and they wanted to find a place that was on land that we owned, that we already had. Sally and Beth brought us a list, a great list, and it had several places on it, one of which was this one. They delivered that report, and we all kind of sat back and said, well, I don't know. What are we going to do? I asked the council for the opportunity to bring this here. The council agreed, and then I had one of those moments where I was like, uh-oh, what are we going to do now? Because I had not spoken with the Idlehour Neighborhood Alliance. I had not spoken with anyone. But I knew the opportunity existed. That's what this mayor has brought to us, is the recognition of opportunity and the confidence that he has instilled in our government to do things we haven't done in a long time. We built this. This is ours, and today it's yours. And that's really the most important thing. Well, yeah, it is. My great-grandmother lived at 137 St. Anne Drive, so I have a special place in here. St. Anne, bring it on, St. Anne. Her son was a fireman. Next door lived the Spradlins, and he was a fireman. And Bobby Lynn was one of the administrators at Shriners Hospital. We all have deep roots here, and we're going to make a lot of new ones starting today. The park has been reimagined. We wanted to bring the park back better than it was before, with more people in it. And Sally's been very good to give me the complete list so I can't forget it. A new playground with state-of-the-art surface, all ADA compliant. A new double picnic shelter. So people you like on one side and people you don't like on the other, I guess. I don't know. A new walking path, a new half-court basketball court, new irrigated football field, and a scoreboard right there. This is like Don't you love the new car smell in here today? This is great. New and improved parking for sports, and I love this, coming soon, lights on the trail and exercise stations. The neighborhood's been revitalized, the area's been revitalized, and there's new life here from this day forward. The folks of the Idle Neighborhood Alliance want to make a little presentation, so I want to call Marie Bradshaw, Beata Popkin, David Beck. You would come up, please. Bring them up.
Appreciate that.
We got a brick.
Okay. So I am Beate Popkin. I'm the Vice President of the Idle Our Neighbors Alliance. And with me are David Beck, who is our treasurer, and Marie Bradshaw, who is our secretary. Annette Castle, who is our president, could not be here today, but she asked me to say a few words on behalf of the Idle Our Neighbors Alliance. Above all, we would like to present a gift to the Senior Center and to Sean Wright, its director. It seems you didn't know about this. Our gift is a brick. It is a very special brick. David Beck retrieved it from the original picnic shelter in the old Idle Hour Park at the time when that was demolished. David grew up in the Idle Hour neighborhood and has lived here ever since, which is a very long time. Sorry.
Off script.
He did not at first know what he wanted to do with this brick, but it seemed to him a fitting memento to preserve from the old park. As the opening of the ceremony for the center drew near, the purpose of the brick became clear to him. Our neighborhood and park are very dear to us, and we present this brick as a symbol that bridges the old and the new.
Hold the brick up.
Hold it up. Hold it up.
It is our neighborhood's welcoming gift to the Senior Center and to Mr. Wright. Our housewarming gift, if you will. And it is, well, perhaps we should say center warming gift. All right. It also expresses our hope for the good relationship we want to establish with the Senior Center. Now, Annette also asked me to thank everybody who worked with us during the center's construction and during the building of Idle Hour Park. We thank especially Councilman Farmer for his ongoing support to our fledgling neighborhood association. We've been in existence only for about 4 years, I think, and for his ready assistance in our various projects. And I also thank him to let me speak today because I'm not on the program. We thank Chief Administrative Officer Sally Hamilton for her unwavering support and constant looking out for us as she strove to minimize the disruption of the park's construction for our neighborhood. We thank all the representatives of LFUCG who listened to our concerns. We have all heard someone make fun of the phrase, "We're from the government and we're here to help." Well, the LFUCG representatives who came to us to help did it. Nothing to make fun of there. They meant to do it and they did it. And we are immensely grateful for all the support they gave us through all of this. Many of our neighbors are looking forward to using the center and are very excited that this day has finally arrived. So, and so are we from the Idle Our Neighbors Alliance. And we will say welcome to the neighborhood.
Perfect, perfect. Okay. All right. No, the brick is in there. It's in. Seniors, you've been welcomed by your new neighbors. That's the best thing that can happen here today. Congratulations. Harding Dow is back here. He made the dream come true on a daily basis. And where's John? John? This is the, no, he was up there in the owner's box looking down on us. He's the consultant that EOP brought in when we were doing the request for proposals process that really led us to understand that you can make a center like this and you make it better than anyone in the country. He did it. It's happened. It's here. Thank you.
Thank you. Y'all know as mayor, you sometimes get a few little perquisites, and one of them is to refer to Bill Farmer as Lord Farmer of the Chevy Chase province, and now Idlehour province. All right, there were a few folks that I saw in the audience as I was recognizing folks. I want to say I saw Harry Clark, former council member Harry Clark, who is here, and former council member Chuck Ellinger is here. Harry and Chuck, they were very big advocates of this project, and guys, it's great to see you all here. I believe Sheriff Kathy Witt is here as well, so let's give Kathy a big hand. And we have representatives from our Congressman Andy Barr and Senator Mitch McConnell are here as well today. So let's give them a hand, thank them for joining us. Now, next we are going to hear from someone whose heart is just emblazoned in this building. We're going to hear from Christy Stamball. You all know, wait just a second. Don't jump up too quickly, Christy. Don't jump up too quickly. I get to say a lot of nice things about you. You all know that it takes a caring staff, a devoted staff. And Christy Stamball, our Director of Aging and Disability Services, she heads up that staff. Let's give her a huge welcome. Christy.
Okay, very good. Boy, it's been a long time in coming, hasn't it? And we kept saying to our members, it's going to be soon. It's going to be soon. And I think people stopped believing us. But you know what? It's happening. It's happening today. We are so excited to open our doors for you on Thursday, September 15th. We will be ready with activities, programs, education. So I wrote a speech, what I never do, but let me just go with it, okay? So I want to give special thanks to our council members and to our mayor who realized that the population is aging, and it's really important that we recognize the importance of this particular group, which is actually the fastest growing population in the Americas and probably the world. In fact, in Kentucky at this time, 20% of our entire population is 60 years and older, and we are here to serve you. We want to welcome both the new seniors and the seniors who have been with us since the very beginning. And I have to recognize Ernestine Tomlinson, who started at the very first Lexington Senior Center with Beth Mills in 1983. So I have some flowers to give to Ernestine. So Ernestine told me I could tell you she's 90 years old. She comes to the center at least 2 days a week. She takes part in our transportation that we provide from persons' homes right to the center. And you'll say, well, that math doesn't work out, Christy. She wasn't 60 when she started, but her husband was. And so she's been with us since 1983. Our former center was a great asset to Lexington, and its success is mostly due in the beginning to Beth, and most recently to the staff over here in the black shirts. So we hope when you walked in the door today, it looked nothing like the center on Nicholasville Road. When John Catlin came, he told us it was state of the art. And we look at it today compared to state of the art, and we thought, wow, we have come a long way. Well, that building was added to and added to. The parking lot was too small from the beginning. I said to Councilmember Farmer, I said, is this place big enough? Because look at this crowd. I think it'll be all right. We have 33,000 square feet of dedicated space. We probably won't be moving a lot of tables and chairs. It's going to be great for our staff over here. Our journey to begin this new center started, gosh, I think it was 2007, 2008. Sean has been sweating this process, not believing it's really going to happen. We had a lot of starts and stops. But thanks to the hard work, the determination of so many people that are in this room, and it was because of you that we all stand here today, and we are so excited to bring this to you. My staff and I are honored to be a part of this opening, and we can't wait till you can join us in programming again on this Thursday, the 15th. The room and the gardens that you see around us are just a glimpse of what's beyond the walls and beyond the doors. After we cut the ribbon, we'll be available for tours throughout the rest of the building. So we've kind of built it up. On our tour, you will see designated spaces. You'll see rooms designed with equipped exercise equipment. You'll see 2 art studios. The owner's closet, or the owner's viewing that they're talking about, is actually the music studio, where we'll have music lessons, classes, art, a beautiful library with a fireplace that Sally painstakingly made sure that it suited this building to a T. And Sally has just been amazing. Joyce Thomas, our project manager, they both have made my job so easy. And again, the support of our staff. Let me tell you, this center is soon to be the hottest spot in Lexington. And dare we say the hottest spot in Kentucky? I think people might end up flocking to Fayette County. There's our economic development, right? Is people moving to Lexington to participate in our center. This facility truly shows our city's commitment to our seniors, and we can't wait until we can serve you. Thank you.
Thank you, Christy. Commissioner Ford just mentioned to me that there's someone else in the room that I hadn't seen yet, and that is former Vice Mayor Isabel Yates. Where is Isabel? Right over here. Hey, Isabel. You know you're in the right place when you're where Isabel is. All right. Next, we are going to hear from Barb Welsh, who is chair of the Seniors Participant Council. Barb has been coming to the center since she retired herself in 2010, and she says that we've waited a long time for this new center to come, but with all it offers, it has been well worth the wait. And Barb also has some special presentations, and I'm going to help her with those. Barb?
I'm nervous. Excuse me. Good morning. Well, this day has finally arrived, and we've waited a long time for it to come. And there's 3 reasons why this day has come about. First, wise leaders. Mayor Gray and the council recognized a need, and what's more important, they took action to meet it. That's good leadership. Second, the center staff. They really are a remarkable group of people. From the very first day, they partnered with us and they walked with us every step of the way until finally today we've come to the end of the journey together. And the third reason we're here today, you, all of you. Your absolute commitment to seeing this project completed has brought us to today. If you attended any of the council meetings just to show support for the center, if you told your family and friends and neighbors, we need a bigger center, we've outgrown that place. If you said or did anything that helped to move this project along, we're here today because of you. Groups of people got together and they started working for a common goal. And when people work together, amazing things happen. And if you don't believe me, look around you. This new center gives us so many new opportunities. We're going to be able to learn together, grow together, and hopefully laugh together. In this place, wonderful things are going to happen. It is true, this day was a long time in coming, but as I said before, this day was well worth the wait. Thank you.
That's right. Don't sit down yet, Barb. You got to help me with these presentations. Okay, so we've got more flowers to give out. Christy, you started this. Okay, now we're going to really get into it too. First, Beth Mills, our former Commissioner of Social Services and the first director of our original You all know that Beth was the first director of our original senior center. And as long as she was commissioner, she was saying, I'm going to get this done. And she sure did it. All right, next, three who have devoted so many hours to this project for the past at least 2 years. And that begins with Christy Stambaugh. Christy. And Joyce Thomas. Joyce, where's Joyce? Come on up here, Joyce. Joyce's role was day-to-day, minute-to-minute, almost 24/7 as project manager. Can you get up those steps? There you go. Oh, so she's going to get it right here. And Monica Conrad, our Director of Parks and Recreation. Monica, where's Monica? Monica? Monica may be outside tending, is she? She's outside tending to the park already. Okay, well, we will get it to her. And finally, and this one gives me great honor, great pleasure, and with a lot of humility. Sally Hamilton. Sally said she did not want flowers, she did not want anything, she did not want any recognition, but I overruled her. And let me tell you, I don't ever get away with that. I don't ever get away with that. Now let's hear from our last speaker, a guy who has just done a great job in his role, and that is Social Services Commissioner Chris Ford. Chris.
Good morning, everyone. I'm thankful for the opportunity to join this joyous occasion and share a few remarks. Our Department of Social Services is very proud of the Senior Center and what it means for our city. We're delighted to welcome back a friend and retired Commissioner Beth Mills, and to have fellow division directors and commissioners here as well to celebrate with us. Mayor, you're correct. We've definitely crowded the winner circle this morning. I'm also fortunate to have a somewhat unique perspective of this project because I formerly served as a council member when the momentum of this project really began to take off. At the time, our administration and council were diligently exploring all options to find the right fit at a good spot for a fair cost. I fondly recall sitting in a council work session right next on the edge of the horseshoe to my colleague, Councilmember Farmer, when Sally and Beth indeed introduced the council to an out-of-the-box proposal to capitalize existing resource and build the new center in Idlewild Park. And I thought to myself silently, wow, that's interesting. And soon thereafter, the council's focus, its support, and coalesced around the innovative proposal, and the rest, they say, is history. But now back to what today symbolizes for us, a new state-of-the-art senior center. I offer quickly just a few thoughts around the themes of legacy, promise, and a pledge. The opportunity Lexington is seizing today with the opening of the new senior center is built upon a strong foundation of committed programming services to seniors. The original site at 1530 Nicholasville Road at the corner of Alumni Drive, by any measure, was a huge success. I think that deserves a round of applause. For over 33 years now, our local government has been lucky to witness the forging of friendships, the engagement amongst neighbors from all across the city, and valued traditions of our participants, the memories of which will last a lifetime. This legacy of service makes today possible and ever the more special. But make no mistake, the promise of today's facility is truly amazing and designed for the 21st century senior activity experience. As Christy and Mayor Gray have mentioned, there is no limit to programming here at 195 Life Lane. There's already vitality in this center. This morning's ceremony is evident of this, and we hope it will only grow and flourish in the days and months ahead. Our participants and supporters are surely primed and eager to make this happen. Now I wish to introduce and salute a team of folks whose charge is to turn the promise of this facility into reality. With the administration's and the council's support, we've expanded capacity to serve you, our participants, better. And our dedicated staff can't wait to welcome back our participants and to make 195 Life Lane, your new senior center, a home away from home. As our team comes forward, I'd like to quickly recognize each one by name. Starting with our director, Sean Wright, Martha Duncan, Jennifer Garland, Carrie Allen, Jody Rose, Melissa Stiff, Libby Jefferson, Bill Morton, Amanda Patrick, Adam Campbell, our drivers, Donnie Graves, Kathy Allen, Juan Torres, Mr. Mundy, our ambassador, and a host of instructors and other volunteers. Please join me in giving our senior staff another round of applause. You guys are good. As I close, I offer a statement of appreciation to all who have contributed to this great team effort. Our Division of Aging and Disability Services pledges our commitment to serve as faithful trustees of this facility and to be responsive stewards for the programs and relationships which we hope will grace this center in the years to come. This project illustrates what we can achieve collectively to promote, celebrate, and enhance a high quality of senior living experience in Lexington, Kentucky, the hometown of now one of the finest senior centers in America. Thanks to all, and congratulations to our seniors.
All right. Now we're coming around the bend to the finish here, to the finish line, and to cutting that ribbon. But before I do that, I was just going to say, you know, sitting up here and looking out at all these smiling faces is so inspiring and so rewarding. And y'all's faces are a lot more smiling than they were sometimes in those council chambers. And that's great. But you know what this really illustrates, and what Councilmember Farmer and I were saying to each other just a minute ago, was that what you learn in elected role, in a capacity that we have the honor and the privilege to serve, as city council members, myself as mayor, but you learn that when the people really want something, and they really work hard at it, they come together to advocate for it, they come together to plan for it, to work for it. Well, you know what? Then those people in roles like we've got, we just get out of the way. We just get out of the way, and we do our best then to help see that it gets done. And that's a real honor, and that's a real privilege. And I just want to say that from the bottom of my heart. So now, it's time for the fun. 1, 2, 3.